what is going on, everybody? We are back with the fabulous Fear Machine. The game came out today, but by the time you see it, it'll be yesterday's, of course. But yeah, it's a great, quaint little game where we are the Fear Machine. We spread fear. Urban legends, cryptids, fake news, viruses, the works. We have many possibilities. If you were there earlier for the live stream, you saw a little bit of the game, but today we're going to go over the tutorial so you can at least understand the concepts of the game. And as always, if you enjoy this, remember, leave a like. And if you want to see more, let me know, because this is just going to be an intro for now. Before you sit down at the controls of the Fear Machine, we're going to spend some time in the test area. The test zone is designed for learning how the machine works and your objective in the missions. Agent Dummy will accompany you in your tasks. Like you, he's new to our organization. Agent Dummy at your orders. The map of your test area shows two fictitious regions, Rumoria and the Republic of Hogsha. Are 3 practice scenarios. Take place in them. Let's get started. The main function of the machine is to generate fear, to prepare the population to accept your messages. In this first scenario, your objective will be to transmit this message to Rumoria. But for the population to accept your message, it must first have sufficient fear. The fear experience by a region's population is determined by its 4 psychic centers. All right, so let's go over this real quick. So this is the fear in the region. This little red triangle is basically how much fear you need to generate before you can transmit it out, basically. And these 4 different things are just different categories. So these are more politics. This is more body-related stuff. This is scary stuff like killers. The occult is, of course, scary stuff. The percentage is how much power you already have in there. So yeah, of course the goal is to keep it as high as possible. And you can increase the power of these centers by increasing the tatters that feed them. Before getting started, every fear needs a seed. Drag your fear seed and plant it in the region. All right, so these are the different kind of power. So as I said, the power is more politically related. So you see the future and conspiracies. The form is more the body stuff. So it's this decrepitude and pain, and then violence and death, fear of living, and the occult, irrational stuff, and the terror of the unknown. So that's probably the cryptids. Let's plant the seed of despair in this neighborhood. I like to actually look, because based on where you put it, feels like it changes like the area of influence. So we'll drop it right there, get a big influence bubble. Now the fear spreading across the region. An Agent Dummy has reached the city closest to the seed. Click on the agent to see his arrival in Fraudville. I reached the center of Fraudville and await your orders. To kill time, I filled my pockets with breadcrumbs, but I soon realized my error. What do these cardboard pigeons eat? Now that you've discovered the city, you can place your legends in it. Close the pop-up and I will show you how. Now to use legends to intensify the terrors of each psychic center and to increase the region's total fear. Click on the terror but display the available legends. All right, so express kidnapping is increase this and massively increase passion, so that's good. So it's 10 here and 5 here, so that's not bad. Post-coitum surprise, looks like that's 15 both here, so that's a bonus. A single. The climate machine looks like it's a boost of power and passion. That's not bad. Oh, that's the fear of death and the fear of, okay, so let's see. Express kidnapping, the fear of violence, and the fear of conspiracy. Okay. And of course, the cult is the reign of frogs. All right. So since we have the most power in this region,
let's go ahead and let's do express kidnapping. That powers up 2 sections.
Here you can see information about your legend. We'll return to this pop-up shortly. But for now, close it to return to the map. Many actions such as developing your legends use up time. Controlling it is going to be essential to your work. Press spacebar once to pause or resume time. Hold it to speed it up. Go ahead and try. The legend spacebar advances over time. Speed up by holding the spacebar down when it reaches max. Your legend will level up. If you have time paused, press spacebar to regain it. There we go, and we'll redo it. Okay, there we go. As you evolve your legend, the fear they generate in the region will grow. To evolve your legend, you will need a specific amount of corresponding essence. Essence are resources that you can extract from a city using your agent. Click on the city button to open up the pop-up. Now implant essence so that you can extract them with your agent. To evolve your legend, the Passion family, you will need the Blood essence. Look at the color of the legend's frame. See which essence it needs. Extract.
We'll speed up time because, it's going to take forever. Done. We got 5 essence. That's amazing because I'm used to getting 2 in the campaigns.
Now, if you assign a concept that fits well with your with the nature of the legend, you'll get an extra boost of the datas in the evolution. Think carefully before you choose. Apply logic and common sense, and you'll strengthen your legend. Go ahead, drag one to try it out.
The last thing you remember is stopping at red light. So, probably something invisible, you didn't see it. Nope, no bonus. So, we got that wrong. I'll call me listening to the car radio.
What a traffic jam I'm in. Sorry, I'm gonna be late.
Lock the door and don't roll down the windows. Haven't you heard about those kidnappers? And we reached the 50%.
Now you've got it. Fear in the region is high enough for the population to be receptive to your message.
Okay. Done.
Objective achieved. Nothing like a nice wave of fear to get people to believe anything you want them to. That's where the power of the machine lies. This time you have to transmit 2 messages, 1 in each region.
Join our party and vote for our candidate. So these are political related stuff. All right. And they just need fear. Got it.
To transmit them, you need to increase fear at the region indicated level.
All right. So always, let's see. There we go. 44 out of the gate. Jeez. Back to Fraudville. I go back to Fraudville's main square. This time with a handful of fake breadcrumbs made of crumpled paper. And I sit down on the bench to wait for cardboard pigeons to devour them. My plan is foolproof. Let's see how that goes, mate.
Now place a legend in the location you just explored. Remember, legend only affects the fear in their region. To increase fear in other regions, you have to place other legends in them.
Okay. So what's low? Passions are low. I could boost up passions and power simultaneously.
Back to the kidnappers.
And then Yosa. Okay. Hey, we did it.
Now, good job. Now the fear blob has reached the border of the Republic of Hoksha. You will be able to expand into it. As you know, fear's expansion will depend on the tatters in the region, and you will need legends to intensify them. Each time you create a legend, you consume oleum. To generate it, you'll need to implant pumps in cities. But there's only here's the thing: you will only be able to do it in cities located inside the fear blob. Those cities will turn white when it's possible to implant a pump in them. Let's give it a try. You see that city in Rumoria is now white? That means you can implant an oleum pump in it. Remember, oleum is a scarce resource. You will only be able to implant one pump per city. Here you can see how much oleum you get at the end of the cycle. If you hover over the cursor over it, you'll see a breakdown of everything that contributes or consumes oleum. So yeah, pumps giving 200 flame. There's this little flame in the center right here. Basically, as it grows, it consumes more flame, so we gotta be careful. Just as you did with the requirements of Remoria, you now have to meet the requirements of the Republic of Hoaxia. Drag your agent to explore the city. Explore the city. Go, my friend. We'll speed you up again. We're in Fib City now. At the Great Lakes. The Great Lakes of Fib City present a tranquil, placid, and silent landscape. Calm and serenity reign, as if it were a stage set. On the other hand, nothing out of the ordinary, considering that it's actually a stage set. Alrighty. So, we got lots of passion and everything. We're running low on form. The heart of the fear machine burns a flame fueled by oleum. As the day goes by, the machine's flame gets hotter and bigger. The larger the flame, the more oleum it will consume at the end of each cycle. Remember, the flame's growth depends solely on the passage of time, not on your actions or the status of the mission. As you can see, oleum is an essential resource. It's important for you to expand your fear blob quickly in order to implant oleum pumps in the cities. When you have enough oleum, place a legend in the city. So we're probably going to do post-coitum because, this thing has like no stats in this town. So let's boost the power of the foam. Yeah, wow, that went up 10 whole %. And then, of course, we're going to get some Gaia to level you up. Alright. Got that. And available essence. I'll cover the cursor over them to see what cities Gaia's implanted. Alright, time to evolve our legend. Chat message. A coffee. And a romantic dinner. Hotels afterwards. Yes. A sweet bottle of champagne and a night of passion. Get a load of this hunk. You got a date tonight. Be careful. I've heard stories about those weirdos running loose on those apps. All right. Spread some time, and we're ready. Objective achieved. Seems easy, right? Don't be so sure. In our final scenario, you'll find out that you can run into certain obstacles in your path. Hate our competitors, buy our products. Okay. Once again, to complete the mission, you'll need to increase fear in the regions to transmit your messages. Not that big, so. Back to Fraudville we go. I go back to Fraudville's main square for the third time to find the ground covered with breadcrumbs and little balls of crumpled paper, the same ones I brought on my 2 previous visits. It's time for me to throw in the towel, so I kill time by sweeping up this disaster. You should have just done that from the beginning, mate. So everything's even out, so we already got the express kidnapping. Post-coitum surprise. Time machine. Let's do rain of frogs. It's raining frogs out here. Today's weather report predicts morning sunshine. Not anymore. What do you need to evolve that? Vision eyeballs. Okay. Oh. Thank you.
We'll actually, yeah, we'll,
Rival has come on the scene. Never lose sight of your rivals. Their interests conflict with yours, and they will try to extend their own influence on the map. To take on a rival, you need to first have one of your agents infiltrate to find out everything you can about it. If your agent's free, drag it to the rival's panel.
Miss Big Shot, the mannequin, Fear Machine's activities in the region has started to conflict with the interests of this company, which will do everything in its power to eliminate your influence and expand its own objective, to transmit its own message in the region and get us out of the way.
You now know more about your rival. For example, its initiative points. If the rival loses these, it's destroyed. From here, you can also order an agent to make incursions into your rival's organization to find its weak points and its dirty laundry. Now start the incursion. Okay, never mind. Our rival has act on the map through movements, and they use their initiative points to create them. When a rival's fun bar becomes full, it places one of these movements on the map to extend its area of influence. Careful. If a rival's area extends over the entire region, you will conquer it. And in the region conquered by a rival, you will not be able to transmit your message.
Yep, almost there. I slip in the building's lobby, which is monitored by several cardboard security cameras. I try not to look suspicious. In the directory, I see two places that seem interesting: the director's office and the trash room. Do you think I should investigate first? Probably the director's office. I enter her room and see the mannequin of Miss Big Shot sitting perfectly still behind her desk. The woman really knows how to focus on her work. I do some quick scan of the room, and bingo! I spot some documents, so secret and scandalous that they could put her company's survival in jeopardy. Really, Mr. Dummy? They're so surprising that you can't talk anymore, my friend. No, boss. Oh, you can change your accent. I don't know. Scandalous information. Making this information public will stop Megabucks Limited forever.
You found damaging information about your rival. Now you'll be able to use the information you found to weaken and neutralize its movements. Keep in mind that each piece of information requires a different resource to make it actionable. And that piece can only be used once.
Well, I got plenty of gas, so...
Now that you have incriminating information, explore the city where your rival's movement's active. Once there, you'll be able to use the information to take initiative points away from it and get rid of it.
Good. Explore the city. I return to Fifth City and throw on the banks of the Great Lake. The water is dissolving the cardboard of the set. In some places, I sink in as if walking on quicksand. I wonder who had the idea of designing a place like this for the test day.
Pulling strings, huh? No! The influence campaign movement has been neutralized. You've gotten rid of your rival. Now you can focus on transmitting your messages.
Let's do some kidnapping over here. He loves the kidnapping.
I think it's visions, right? We need visions, right? We need visions of the future. Yes.
This one needs blood, right?
Okay, yep. Give me some blood. Give me some blood. Trunk of vehicle.
Still the same response. Get over here, my...
The old tavern.
I grab a handful of peanuts from the bowl and chew them excitedly. That's the only real thing in the bar. And I'd forgotten how they tasted. Just like I've forgotten my entire life before I started wearing this mask. The machine is our only place now. Visions. Bullets. Bullets and trunk seem to go together. All of them. It happened so fast. He told this family that they had to receive an electronic transfer within 10 minutes. Or they cut off an ear. Water because it rained. Partly cloudy skies in the afternoon.
They're a core natural phenomenon. The appearance of thousands of frogs confound local authorities.
Hey, we dreamt. Oh, that's going crazy now.
Congratulations, you've learned the basic skills for sitting at the controls of the fabulous and ancient fear machine. If you need to remember any term or action, you can consult the Master's Manual or the Pause menu at any time. Prepare yourself, because your real journey starts now.
All right, so that was a tutorial for
The fabulous fear machine.
and I think we're going to call a session there. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.